Welcome back. Back in December, I did a review on the Lily Classic menstrual cup from Intimina, and then shortly thereafter they sent me a message on my YouTube channel saying that they had basically upgraded the product and would I be willing to review the newer product. And I said, well, of course I will, and they sent me one. And this is what it looks like. It is called the Lily Cup by Intimina, and it's called the Lily, I think quite obviously because it mimics the shape of a calla lily. And this cup I have been able to use much more successfully than their previous model. And in this video, I'm going to explain all the things that I noticed that were changed and talk to you about the qualities of the cup to help you see if you want to buy one for yourself. They're awesome. So if you watched my previous review, you may remember that the reason I couldn't use the cup was because it was too long for my body. I couldn't make use of it because I have a cervix that drops a little bit lower than average during the second half of my cycle, and at no point during my menstrual cycle was I able to comfortably use the original Lily cup. This one, however, I was able to use quite successfully, and I'm going to talk to you in this first little section about all the things that are different about this cup than the previous one that I had, in case you watched that review. In the original model, there was what they call their spine technology. The cup itself is very soft, except there are two places on this cup. On the original cup, there was only one spine of this tougher silicone. Let me see. I don't think you can see it. Maybe you can just make it out, but when I switch this over to YouTube, you may not have enough resolution on the video to see. There is a bump of firmer silicone that runs up the length of the back, I guess, side of the cup here, and it's very slender. On the original cup, that was the only spine. On this newer version, there's a spine on the shorter edge in the front of the cup, or on the top of the cup, as it were, as well. In addition, they have retained this little spill-resistant lid, which is actually kind of interesting. The first time, and I said this in my previous review, the first time I saw that, I kind of thought, see how it comes up here, I thought that that would make it harder to clean this cup, and that's just been an unfounded issue. It's no different than cleaning any other cup. You don't have any issues with stuff getting stuck there. But on the original size A and size B, well, I only had the size B, so I can only comment on the size B. And this is also a size B. It's the larger of two sizes. There is this little cutout here in the silicone that, you know, people always say, oh, it's supposed to be a pour spout. What I have noticed is that this helps in lieu of air release holes, which this cup does not have. This helps release air pressure so that you don't get like a suction seal or what have you. It also does make emptying the cup quite easy. Anyway, on the original version there were two, one on each side, and on this newer one there's just one, and that hasn't been a problem. The biggest change that I've noticed in this newer cup is that it is significantly shorter. It is not the long cup that I was dealing with before. This one is much more in line with, say, the length of a lunette. My lunette is almost exactly the same height as this cup. So this is much more in line with the other regular sized menstrual cups now. So far as I can tell, just comparing larger size to larger size, I've not really had any experience with the smaller size cups because I've never purchased one. So basically there's quite a few things that are different about this. It does make the cup a lot firmer as far as rigidity. It's not nearly as collapsible and just like ridiculously soft anymore as it was before. And by soft I don't mean ooh, soft. I mean, it has much more rigidity in the design now, which makes it much easier to open than the previous model was. I didn't have trouble opening the previous model at all, but this one does open much more easily than the previous model did. I mean, it's pretty much, you insert it and there you go. I have noticed that I have a little bit more trouble getting it into a successful punch down fold than I did with the previous one because of the addition of this second spine. It makes it a little more resistant to being pushed, but you can still do it, and it makes a nice, very trim, small entry profile for insertion. And also, as with the original Lily, the thing that has impressed me the most about the Lily cup is that I can use a C-fold with the Lily cup, and I can't use C-folds with most of my other cups because it has this very, very small, very tiny insertion profile when you fold it into a C-fold or a U-fold, depending on what you call it. So those are the differences. And then in this final segment, just in case you haven't watched the original review, I'm going to talk about the qualities of this cup that I really like. I thought of something that I forgot to show you, and I think it's kind of important if you consider this cup too, because it makes it a little different than some of the others. On this cup, you'll notice it has brilliant, nicely pronounced and raised grip rings on the stem itself, but there aren't any grip rings on the base of the cup. Now for me, because I have a lower cervix, that just simply wouldn't be an issue. This stem is very firm. It's a very rigid stem. It does not, I mean, it's bendy, but it's not stretchy at all. There's just no give there. It's kind of a solid plug here. And this stem is, you know, rather stiff. So I would not really recommend, I don't think, removing the stem from this. I've seen that some people do, so you could probably make that work. If you have a higher cervix, of course, you're not going to want to remove the stem because that'll be your primary way of pulling it down for removal. I only pinch the base because, you know, I have a lower cervix, so I just don't have to go up there very far to find my cups. And I did not have any issue at all with having no grip rings on the base of this cup. So if that's something that you were concerned about, have no fear. I really don't think it's going to be an issue. Okay, so I'm trying to hurry and finish this up before I lose what limited sunlight we have over here today, because the videos seem to be better visually when I do them in the daytime instead of at night, and it's gray and ugly, and it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's already looking like crap outside. So anyway, basically, what Intimina products have going for them that makes them strikingly different from every other menstrual cup brand on the market is the silicone. The silicone that Intimina uses is hands down the softest, smoothest, thinnest. It's amazing, and I really can't think of an adjective that can adequately describe it to you. The only cup that I have that comes even close is the Silicone cup, which is also very soft and very squishy and very smooth, but even that is as lovely as those are. It's different. This is by far, in my opinion, a higher quality silicone. I don't know what they've done to it, but good work, Intimina. This is amazing medical grade silicone. You can't stop touching it. It is so soft. It is so silky smooth. And when you have an Intimina product, you're not going to feel it at all when it's inside your body unless it's just not sized properly for you. Because the quality of the material is so good. It's such a high quality silicone. It's amazing. If you've not felt one, if you've not tried one, I strongly recommend it. The people for whom the Lily would be a problem solver, as it were, the people for whom I think the Lily cup would be like, you know, the Goldilocks cup, with some of my previous cups, namely the Diva and the Lunette, I have a rather sensitive urinary tract apparently, because I experience what I refer to as a crimped garden hose effect. When there is the impulse to urinate while you're wearing a cup. With both the Diva cup and the Lunette, I have experienced where you sit down, you try to go, and nothing happens. Excuse me. I'm still recovering from my flu. And if you are a person who has this problem, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You put the cup in, you have to go, you sit down, you attempt to go, and you can't make anything happen. And so I call it the crimped garden hose effect. And with the Lily, because of the unique shape of it, because of the calla lily shape, this upper part, which is the part that would press against your urinary tract while it's inserted, because it's shorter, this longer side can go down and kind of cradle up behind your cervix, whereas this part doesn't apply the same kind of pressure as one that had the top part of the rim going all the way up. Another talking issue. Rather than a cup that had, you know, a level rim, this kind of accommodates that. So that would be a big problem solver for people who have that. Or if you have had problems in the past with pain wearing tampons, pain with menstrual cups, or like I said, that pressure on the urinary tract, this could be the problem solver for you. I love that about the Lily Cup, I really do. And with this newer model, I gave it a really good tryout. I wore it quite a few times, and I never experienced any of those problems with the Lily Cup. It is rimless in effect because they have this rim rigidity created on the inside with this leak-resistant rim on the inside, as opposed to having it on the outside. So that and the unique shape kind of work together in harmony to solve that problem. So if you're someone who's had pain or pressure or the crimped garden hose effect, the Lily Cup might solve that problem for you. So I really can't say enough nice things. I know I say that about every cup, but the truth is the ones that I've purchased and chosen to do reviews on are the ones that have impressed me as being of high quality that I think people should consider. And they all have their different qualities, and the Lily is a wonderful cup. If you've not tried an Intimina product, their silicone, it's heavenly. You should give it a try. And if you think the Lily Cup could be the one for you, I've given you the Intimina link down below so that you can go to their website and check out all of their products and see if that's something that you want to purchase for yourself. I do still highly recommend the Lily Cup. It comes with this pouch here with a little tag that says Intimina on it. It's made out of this, it feels like athletic wicking jersey. It's a really high quality pouch with little satin pull strings. If there's any part of the cup that I didn't talk about that you wanted me to talk about, let me know in the comments and I'll try to answer any of your questions. And there's lots of information on the Intimina website as well. So anyway, I'm so grateful. Thank you to Lucy at Intimina for sending me this cup to review for everybody. I really do appreciate it, and I've been really impressed with all of the changes. They've all been good changes. So anyway, I hope that was helpful, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Bye.